Did you know some states in America are so empty you could scream and no one would hear you? Before you plan your next move, let's uncover the real story behind why half of America is a ghost town. These 10 states, folks, are ditching fast. These spots are fading away, and I've got the scoop on why. You won't believe which one's emptiest. It's a total jaw-dropper. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video to catch more wild tales like this. Number 10, Wyoming. Wyoming kicks off the list, and this place feels like a lonely cowboy movie set. Picture driving through Cheyenne, where old brick buildings sit quiet under endless skies, or hiking Grand Teton's rugged trails, peaks piercing the clouds in a stunning display. You can fish in Yellowstone's bubbling rivers, where geysers erupt from the earth, or sip coffee in Jackson's sleepy cafes, tucked between towering mountains. The air feels fresh, the land vast and nature unspoiled. You might even taste a bison burger in Cody, a true Western experience. A meal's cheap. Think hearty chili for about $10 at a local diner, served in a cozy nook. Tourists love the wide open spaces, the solitude and the natural beauty, but locals are packing up. Why? Jobs are scarce, winters are harsh and unforgiving, and it's just too far from anything. With limited industries and a tough job market, Wyoming has struggled to attract newcomers. In 2025, new remote work hubs are attempting to lure folks back, but the reality is that it's a tough sell in a state where isolation reigns supreme. Grab a fry bread taco for a few bucks. Wyoming's emptying out for anyone who needs hustle and bustle over beauty and peace. Number 9, Montana. Montana's next, and this spot's a stunning wasteland begging for company. Imagine rolling into Bozeman, where mountains loom over quiet streets, or wandering Glacier National Park, lakes mirroring snowy peaks. You can ski Big Sky's powdery runs, sip a beer in Missoula's chill bars, or grill trout by Flathead Lake. A meal's around $15. Think steak and potatoes in a rustic joint. Tourists love the wild, but folks are bailing. Why? Work's thin, the cold bites hard, and isolation hits deep. In 2025, new eco-lodges pop up, but it's not enough to stop the exodus. Snag a huckleberry pie slice for a few bucks. Montana's fading for anyone who craves city lights over starry nights. Number 8, North Dakota. North Dakota slides in, and this place is flat, cold, and clearing out fast. Picture strolling through Fargo, where old warehouses line empty roads and the air feels still, or exploring Theodore Roosevelt National Park, where badlands stretch for miles untouched by time. The beauty is stark, but it's also a reminder of the vastness and emptiness. You can fish in Devil's Lake, known for its huge fish populations, sip coffee in Bismarck's quiet cafes, or taste Nefla soup in Minot, a hearty dish perfect for the cold. A meal's cheap. Think a hot beef sandwich for about $12 at a local spot. The state's charm is undeniable, especially for those who seek peace and solitude. Tourists love the tranquil surroundings, the untouched wilderness, and the clear, starry nights. But residents are fleeing in increasing numbers. Why? Jobs have dried up with the decline of the oil boom. Winters are brutal, and there's just not enough to keep people around. While there are new wind farms providing some hope for the state's economy, the reality is that the job market remains limited, and the isolation is hard to escape. In 2025, new renewable energy ventures offer some hope, but they aren't enough to stem the exodus of people seeking work, warmth, and excitement elsewhere. Grab a Lefse wrap for a couple of bucks. North Dakota's emptying for anyone who needs action, community, and a more connected lifestyle. Number 7, South Dakota. South Dakota's up, and this state's a lonely beauty losing its crowd. Imagine hitting Rapid City, where diners hum softly near the Black Hills, or gazing at Mount Rushmore, stone faces staring into silence. You can hike Badlands National Park, sip a beer in Deadwood's old saloons, or taste fry bread in Pierre. A meal's around 15 bucks. Think a buffalo burger in a cozy joint. Tourists love the history, but folks are leaving. Why? Work's slim, winters freeze you solid, and it's too remote. In 2025, new tourism trails try to spark life, but the drift continues. Snag a Chislik skewer for a few bucks. South Dakota's fading for anyone who wants buzz over quiet. Number 6, Nebraska. Nebraska takes the 6th spot, and this plain stretch is emptying out slow and steady. Picture wandering through Lincoln, where old brick buildings meet endless fields stretching out to the horizon, or driving to Chimney Rock, a lone spire rising from the prairie like a forgotten landmark. The state's charm is subtle, a peaceful silence that stretches for miles, but it's also a major reason why folks are leaving. You can fish the Platte River with its tranquil waters winding through the heart of the state, sip coffee in Omaha's sleepy cafes, or grill a juicy steak in Kearney, where the quiet of the plains embraces you. A meal's cheap. Think a Runza sandwich for about 8 bucks at a local spot, a simple but satisfying bite. But despite the picturesque landscapes and welcoming small towns, Nebraska is facing some tough realities. Tourists may appreciate the wide-open skies and the laid-back charm, but for residents, the story's different. Why? Jobs in the area lean heavily on agriculture, and with the shifting economy, the opportunities are becoming less reliable. Winters are long and harsh, and there's simply not enough action or excitement for younger generations to stay. In 2025, there are new tech startups and business initiatives aiming to revive the state. But it's a long shot. The winds of change may be blowing, but they're not enough to reverse the trend. Grab a kolache pastry from a bakery for a couple of bucks. Nebraska's slowly losing folks who need more than flatland calm. For those seeking a bustling city or more diverse opportunities, Nebraska just isn't cutting it anymore. Number 5, Alaska. Alaska's at 5, and this wild frontier is shedding folks despite its pull. Imagine stepping into Anchorage, where mountains meet a quiet bay, or fishing Kenai River, salmon jumping in the mist. You can hike Denali's icy trails, sip a beer in Juneau's cozy bars, or taste crab in Kodiak. A meal's around 25 bucks. Think halibut and fries in a harbor dive. Tourists love the rugged charm, but locals are out. Why? It's too far, too cold, and living costs bite. In 2025, new cruise ports try to boost it, but the drift's strong. Snag a reindeer sausage for a few bucks. Alaska's emptying for anyone who can't hack the edge. Number 4, Vermont. Vermont lands at number 4, and this green nook, once known for its pristine landscapes and charming towns, is losing its glow. Picture strolling through Burlington, where Lake Champlain laps quietly at the shore, and vibrant fall foliage paints the trees in shades of gold and red. Or perhaps you're skiing down the pristine slopes of Stowe, where the powdery snow meets peaceful, pine-filled mountains. You can sip a maple latte in Montpelier, hike the rugged trails of Camel's Hump, or savor some locally made cheddar cheese in Middlebury. A meal here is fair. Think a turkey sandwich for about 15 bucks in a cozy cafe with a view of the rolling hills. While Vermont may seem like an idyllic escape for nature lovers, the reality is that it's becoming a harder place to live for many. Why? Jobs are few and far between, particularly for young people. The economy is heavily reliant on tourism, agriculture, and artisan industries, but those don't offer much stability for the long term. Winters can be long and isolating, and despite the natural beauty, Vermont is seen as too sleepy for some, especially younger generations looking for work opportunities, nightlife, or the chance to build a career. In 2025, new artisan markets and local festivals are trying to keep things alive, but the population decline continues. Grab a maple creamy from a stand for a couple bucks. Vermont's fading for anyone seeking more than small-town charm. The quiet beauty may still attract tourists, but for the locals, the struggle to make it work is real. As younger people continue to leave for cities with more to offer, the state's once vibrant towns are slowly losing their luster. Number 3, Maine. Maine's at number 3. And this coastal gem, once bustling with seasonal life, is slowly becoming a shadow of its former self. Picture wandering through Portland, where lobster boats bob up and down in empty docks, or hiking along the cliffs of Acadia National Park, where the salty breeze whips through the tall pines and the ocean crashes against the rocks. You can sip creamy clam chowder in Bar Harbor, kayak the pristine waters of Penobscot Bay, or taste a slice of blueberry pie in Bangor. A meal's about 20 bucks. Think a fresh lobster roll in a quaint seaside shack. Tourists flock to Maine for its rugged charm and unspoiled beauty, but fewer residents are sticking around. Why? Work here is often seasonal, and despite the beauty, the cost of living is rising. Maine has long been a haven for retirees, but the younger generation is struggling to make a life here. Winters are long and brutal, and with limited job prospects, especially in rural areas, many are leaving for more vibrant cities. In 2025, new remote work hubs are attempting to give the state a boost, hoping that a new wave of telecommuters can reverse the trend. But despite these efforts, the population continues to decline. If you're after quiet coastal beauty and an escape from the hustle and bustle, Maine is still a hidden treasure. But for those seeking more than seasonal work and peace, the exodus is hard to ignore. Grab a whoopie pie from a local stand for a few bucks, but the quiet life here is becoming less and less a choice and more of a necessity for those left behind. Number 2, West Virginia. West Virginia lands at number 2, and this once thriving state is now a shell of its former self. Picture driving through Charleston, where old homes sit silently under a blanket of fog, or hiking the rugged trails of New River Gorge, where towering bridges cross wild, untamed rapids. You can sip moonshine in Beckley, fish the winding Gauley River, or taste the region's famous pepperoni rolls in Morgantown. A meal costs around 12 bucks. Think fried chicken with biscuits, served up in a cozy diner. Tourists are drawn to West Virginia's natural beauty, but the locals are disappearing. Why? The state has been hit hard by the decline of the coal industry, which was once the backbone of its economy. As mining jobs dwindle, many people are forced to leave in search of better opportunities elsewhere. The landscape is beautiful, but the isolation can be suffocating. Winters here are brutal, and the lack of major urban areas or tech hubs means work opportunities are few and far between. In 2025, new adventure tours and outdoor activities try to breathe some life into the state, but the exodus continues. While visitors can enjoy the natural wonders, from the Appalachian Mountains to hidden waterfalls, locals are increasingly moving out for more dynamic places to live. Grab a chunk of cornbread from a roadside stand for a couple bucks. But it's clear, West Virginia is emptying out, leaving behind a state that's far more about hills than it is about growth. Number 1, Nevada. Nevada tops the list, and this desert state is the emptiest of them all. Imagine hitting Reno, where the neon lights of casinos flicker over nearly empty streets, or wandering through the surreal Red Rock Canyon, where towering cliffs glow a brilliant red under the hot sun. You can sip cocktails in Las Vegas' dimly lit bars, try your luck at the slot machines, or take a hike up Mount Charleston to escape the intense heat. You can even sample the local flavors with a chili dish in Elko. A meal here costs about 15 bucks. Think a burger and a beer in a dive bar, surrounded by the glow of faded neon. Tourists flock to Nevada for the excitement, especially Las Vegas with its vibrant nightlife and entertainment. But beyond the glitz of the Strip, the state is fading fast. Why? The jobs outside of the casino and entertainment industry are scarce. The economy relies heavily on gaming, tourism, and mining. But when those industries slow down or shift, the state struggles. The climate is another issue. Extremely hot summers, especially in cities like Las Vegas, make it less appealing for residents looking for comfort. And let's not forget the water shortage in this desert region. It's become a growing concern in recent years, further driving people away. In 2025, the state's hoping new solar farms and green energy projects might revitalize things. But the truth is, Nevada is experiencing a slow, painful decline in population. With high cost of living and low wages outside the entertainment sector, it's a tough place for families and workers. Grab a shrimp cocktail for a few bucks, but be warned, Nevada's abandoning ship for anyone who needs more than the flashing lights of the Strip. These 10 states show why half of America's turning empty, peaceful, sure, but too quiet for most. Where'd you never live? Drop it below. Any shockers? Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more wild scoops.